It went north of the border. Lulu's back catalogue was issued almost in a flash. The title, You'll Have to Shout. Australia wasn't left out. Frank Ifield's catalogue came out as well. I Don't Remember You. There's so many. Paul Simon wasn't exempt. I Am a Wreck. 50 Ways to Lose Your Liver. And my favourite, Here's to You, Mrs. Robinson's Barley Water. The Loving Spoonful. What a day centre for a daydream. Johnny Nash, I Can't See Clearly Now. Right? So this is just an attempt to address the balance. And thanks very much for listening to me. It's a little song called The Impossible Song, and I hope you get at least nothing from it. You see, I'm not one to ever stereotype, but there's one or two things that I could tell you about my wife. It's been over 30 years. She's reduced us both to tears. She's never got my name right in her life. When you hear the chorus, which is John, Paul, George and Ringo, I play a very untidy minor seventh chord called Sa. And you come in with the chorus, which is simply the name of the band, Dave D, Dozy, Beaky Mick and Tidge. I'm not one to stereotype, but there's one or two things I could tell you about my wife. It's been over 30 years. She's reduced us both to tears. She's hardly ever got my name right in her life. That was Hetty, not Betty. And don't forget it's Letty who serves at the grocery store. That was Bob, not Rob. And it was Bob who lost his job, so he doesn't drive the lorry anymore. To pick up Rita and Peter, who bought the red two-seater from Sunita with the pink front door. She got the paint from Jerry, the brush from Terry. It ran out, there wasn't any more. John, Paul, George and Ringo. I'm not being funny, but I thought you died. John, Paul, George and Ringo. Do yourselves a big favour. See when you get home tonight or home tomorrow, look up the word chorus in the dictionary. She never quite learned the lingo, read the label, there's nothing with big in this, and she even gets my name wrong. Lord man, spare my wife. She's never got my name right in her life. Ray called in today to let us know that cousin Faye had a baby, but we're not to tell the dad. Anna promised that she wouldn't, and Ronan said we should, and in the end we all concurred we better have. Alan said it wasn't fair, and Andy said he didn't care. Alan told us, shut up, we must be mad. And then we all went back to work and motored off. Was a jerk, and all agreed that off was home, I might be sad. Oh, John, Paul, George and Ringo. My hopes weren't high. She never quite learnt the lingo, read that label, that's my bum with bigness. And she even gets my name wrong. Would man spare my wife? She's never got my name right in her life. You said if I wanted to get the gig again, I had to learn more guitar. You may think that what I sing here tonight is ridiculous and totally and utterly absurd. About her blind indifference to the written, or indeed the spoken word. But as a woman, she's gifted. She's very, very able. And she looks really good on the new kitchen table. But she's never got my name right in her life. You would think she'd know her own. She's talking on the phone. You never heard such nonsense in your life. She calls Jim John, she calls Tim Don, and when I tell her that she's wrong, she says she's right. She calls Nat Pat, says the skinny ones are fat, and she can argue white is black and black is white. And when I tell her that she's wrong, wears such a dancing song, close my book and turn the light and say goodnight. Well, I've been going on forever at the end of your tether. Some would say pathetic, I think it is genetic, cause her father is the same, but her mother takes the blame. She could see it clearly, thank Christ she loves him dearly. When she's with her sons and daughters, she says things she should have ought, and the children too haven't got a clue. Girls will be boys, boys will be girls. She gets a little kicky in her mixed up world. Oh, John, Paul, George and Ringo. It's lovely. Cracked it. I say terrible things about my wife Julia, But I really want to be honest and candid with you this afternoon before I depart, and perhaps we never ever see each other again. I have suffered. I missed you. She goes away on these jaunts. I really miss her. She left 5 days, she was away, no phone calls. She said, don't ring me. I said, okay, a loving gesture on parting, don't ring me. So I waited from the Friday to the Tuesday, and I couldn't resist it anymore. I picked the phone up, rang her. And she's from Margate in Kent, so she always answers the phone in a particular way. She was ringing a couple of times, she picked up, she went, hello! And I said, darling, it's me, and I just want you to know that you've been away 5 days now. I haven't spoken to you. I'm really missing you. And nothing would give me greater pleasure than for you to be sitting beside me now, just having a little bit of a kiss and a cuddle. And she said, who is this? She never quite learned the lingo, read the label. Does my bum look big in this? And I tell you these secrets, ladies and gentlemen, because I know that I can tell you anything. Because again, I reflect on the age group, and I think, whatever I tell you, you'll have forgotten it by the time. My name's been Anthony John Clarke. I'm not as bad as I look, and I'm not as bad as I sound. And it's been really nice spending a little time with you. So thank you very much. And remember, don't jump on that stairway to heaven too early. And if you want your children and your grandchildren to follow in your footsteps, please be very, very careful when you put your feet. Thanks very much for listening to me.